Hello, is this live? Is this stream live? Hello? Okay, it appears it is. Sweet. Okay. Alright, looks like we are in. And today we have the official announcement for the UCS Death Star here in just under 9 minutes. So, it's very exciting. A lot of people have already seen the set. We've seen very high quality images of the set already, thanks to some international sources. But it's going to be interesting to watch this live stream. Oh, oh, okay. Well, I guess they've already revealed it. Okay. I guess we'll just watch like the designer interview and stuff, but okay, here it is, I guess. The $1,000 UCS Death Star. This one coming in at 9,023 pieces. A massive set. One of the biggest sets LEGO has ever released. The biggest Star Wars set by a long shot here. Very exciting. Very exciting for a lot of people, and a lot to look at, a lot to take in. There's also a gift with purchase that we're going to take a look at here in a second. The TIE Fighter with Imperial Hanger Rack, and then a chance to win a signed copy of the set. Okay. Alright, so I went over here. I click on win a designer signed set, and it says, oh, bricks. Fantastic, LEGO. Fantastic. I'm not surprised. They've been known to have their site crash when there's a lot of viewers, a lot of like when there's a big release. Well, it looks like that's what happened again. So we are going to just discuss this Death Star. You guys are going to let me know your thoughts. If you want to see anything about the set, I can take a look at images, any specific images here. There's a lot. You can also hop on Lego.com for yourself. So this is like, let's start from the first here. First picture. Okay. Wow, this is a set, the biggest set I've possibly ever seen. This might be the coolest design, coolest concept in a way, for a LEGO Star Wars set that I've seen in a long time. Let me know how the audio sounds, guys, because it's my first time live streaming in a long time, so let me know if you guys can hear me all right. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry for that. I just needed to finish something up, and now we can just take a look at the set here. So, $1,000 for this. So many rooms. We have the display plaque here, probably a print. We got the Galen Urso and Director Krennic minifigures there. This is an amazing box art. I really like this box art. It's one of the best box arts of the year, I think, in my opinion. Just really good looking box art here. And there's a lot to look at. Let's go ahead and hop over here. This was going viral because of how wonky this looks. It just looks so silly. Back there we have the look at the hot tub, Stormtrooper hot tub. We haven't seen a look at it yet. Okay. Okay, these are all the minifigures. This is a lot. And so we have, of course, the confirmation that it is, of course, included in here. It's not in like the lifestyle images of the set. It's only in this digital render here. This looks amazing. This is a great lineup, but I feel like it's a little lackluster because we're not getting a ton of new characters. We're not getting a ton of new prints. It seems to be a lot of reuses. I mean, 6 Stormtroopers? That's a little too much. That might just be a little too much in my opinion. And then we also have a new protocol droid here, a new astromech droid, which is really nice. I bet these two are going to go for a ton of money. Same with Galen Urso. He's a new character, so he's going to go for an absurd cost. Here's a look at the Imperial Shuttle. It's a nice build. It's actually not that bad. It's a sort of a scaled down, MIDI scale build. The figure obviously fits in the cockpit, which is great. We have a look here at the Imperial Hangar. This is cool. I like the inclusion of like the elevator, of course, that goes through the entire Death Star. That's a really fun concept. Something we've only seen a couple times, like with the Marvel modulars. That also see we also see the elevators. Here is the duel between Ben Kenobi and Vader, and then you just have the trash compactor right there. That's a little disappointing. I wish there was somewhat of a wall to hold it up. You could see each scene separately rather than having everything right next to each other. It seems um, a little bit anticlimactic if you can recreate scenes that are right next to each other. And then we have like the control room with Han Solo and C-3PO there. The trash compactor, it seems to be like a micro scale down version of what we saw back in 2023 with the launch of the diorama wave of sets. 1 second, guys. I'm just going to double check this stream here. We are live, so okay, sweet. Right, we have here the interrogation room. This is really cool. Really nice to see from Lego an updated version of the interrogation room. We have here just a hallway with Luke and Imperial Officer Chewie and Han there. And here's a look at the lifestyle image. This is really cool. This is a massive set. It's one of the biggest sets Lego's ever put out. It's huge. It's something that will look amazing on display. If you have a nice Star Wars setup, this is going to look really, really great. Second here. Sweet. Okay. And then we have here on display, like I said, it's going to look amazing. It looks great. Lego has knocked it out of the park with this design here. I like it. I like the set. I think it's far too expensive, and I think that it's not going to sell very well. Not at this price, not at what it's supposed to be. It should have been a complete circle, a complete sphere with the laser dish. Instead, you get a full laser dish and then just a slice of the Death Star. It's just anticlimactic. Which room is my favorite? My favorite room would have to be the hangar base, like the Imperial hangar that they showed here in the first image. It looks really good. You got the stars out back where you could see like the landscape, out into space. That's really cool. That's really cool from Lego. The minifigs here, this is the lifestyle image. No in-hand look at the hot tub stormtrooper, I'm sorry. Kind of disappointing. I mean, can we zoom in here? No, we can't, unfortunately. We have 3 minutes until the reveal video, where they probably go over it in hand, all the characters, stuff like that. I know a lot of people are watching Ryan's live stream, so I really appreciate everybody who stopped by, everybody who's watching this. I really appreciate you guys. Here's the Emperor's Throne Room diorama. I think somebody showed that it was like one of these smaller than the previous version, so it's just a tiny bit smaller than the previous Emperor's Throne Room, so they had to redesign it a little bit. But everything else seems the same. It's the same $100 set, just scaled down a tiny bit. The conference room, the Imperial conference room. Does anybody remember like the Imperial conference room rumor from 2024 last year that ended up being the Death Star? Now, obviously that not the Death Star, I'm sorry, that ended up being the Star Destroyer, and now we finally get a conference room in the Death Star. That's really cool. Finally, a new updated Death Star. This is awesome. This is what people wanted to see, but this gift with purchase is not it. Like seeing a full hanger, our first time seeing a full hanger base from Lego. But in this scale, this TIE fighter is terrible. We'll take a look at it here in just a second. And then here's the final, just the in-hand look at the set. It looks really awesome. I'm gonna keep glazing it, but it is a good-looking set. But for $1,000, it's not it, guys. It's really not it. Unfortunately, it's too expensive. People won't buy it. I can't see people buying it. At least not the majority of the collectors. Not everybody has $1,000 put away that they can spend on a death slab, a death slice, and then obviously I've seen all of that. Okay, so that's it for the Death Star. If it's a disappointment for you, let me know, guys, because I love to hear your thoughts, love to hear your opinions on sets like these. It's a very controversial set. It's definitely a controversial one for sure. The live stream starts in 20 seconds here. Let's go ahead and, all right, volume is on. We have 6,000 people watching. That is a lot of people. What the heck? Okay, and then let's see if this is updated yet. Have they fixed it? They did! Okay, sweet. Well, I will have to log in and have a chance to win a
We really wanted this model to be
okay.
the ultimate Lego Death Star.
Okay.
What makes this model so unique are all the hidden details and secret features that are packed in there.
Yep.
This is by far the biggest and the most challenging model that I've ever worked on.
Yep.
This model is truly one of a
biggest
kind.
set.
We simply wanted to just make the biggest and most impressive Lego Star Wars model ever.
It's impressive,
This
right?
is the model I really wanted to build.
That's no moon. It's not a moon.
Well, the whole
That's no
project,
moon.
it actually started out where we were talking about, it's on time that we're bringing back a new Death Star. And then, coincidentally, it just happened in the same
Oh, they had the
time
old ones
as
in the
our
back.
creative design boost. And that's where the sketch model came out of. So it was just
7,500
perfect
people
timing.
watching.
I'm Alex. I'm a concept designer at the Lego Group since 2010.
Oh shoot, that was an early
And
concept.
this is the model that I did build at the Concept Boost Week. A lot of the stuff I build it thinking about what I would have liked as a kid, you know. Like for me, this is very
Oh my
important. You know, I
gosh.
always think about the toys more than anything else.
That is
I
so
always love these
strange.
cross sections of
Having
little
that be
bases,
the...
little secret
Okay,
areas.
wow.
I could notice the excitement. You know, people passing by and saying, "Oh yeah, what is this? It will be so great!" And yeah, so this encouraged me to every day, you know, to come early in the
Wow.
morning,
That was
very,
the
very,
original
leaving
concept
very, very
model for
late
the
at
set.
night. But it was worth it. So the very first thing we did when we approached this project was to decide the actual size of the final model. We knew we wanted to be big, and it ended up being very close to the size of the concept model. We picked up a pen and a paper and draw a schematics of the Death Star so we can start deciding where each room was going to go.
Nearly
So I have
10,000
actually
people
that
watching this. Oh my
paper
gosh.
with me, the original one. And as you can see, all the rooms are laid out.
Interesting.
And it would make sense for us to, for example, put the trash compactor on the bottom, because in the movie it's on the lower levels, and the Emperor's throne room would be somewhere on the top.
Yep.
I think the best part of working on a project like this is just to see how the progress from, you know, the very first sketch
That's
model
impressive.
and
This
how
is the
whole
final set, I
development
believe.
phase
Yeah. It's
end
impressive.
up in a final
It looks
product.
really good.
It's a big model. Actually, it's the biggest Lego Star Wars model ever. However, the footprint of the model, because of the design that is pretty narrow, means that you can actually put it on a shelf that's not
Well,
too
yes,
big.
but you need a
We did
wide shelf.
consider the fact
Oh,
that the
well,
model
you
could
can't
be
hang it?
hanged on a wall,
Oh no.
but was quickly dismissed. It weighs more than 8 kilos.
8 kilos.
Finished.
What is that, like
So it would be a
30 pounds?
really big
I believe so.
challenge
My,
to hang this on the
does
wall.
anybody know what
Having
8
said
kilos
that,
is?
I did
I believe
try
it's
to
around
make
30 pounds.
the footprint as small as possible.
Well, from the start, we had to think about that this was actually one of the biggest models we've done with a shape we're not actually used to.
Well,
So we look
okay,
into
okay.
what
I'm
what
gonna
we
watch.
need
I'm
to
not
do
gonna
on a
comment.
big model like that, and get more people involved.
We try to influence it in a way that will make it more enjoyable, easier to build for the different age groups. Think about the elements you're using. If things can be built in a multitude of ways, then they can
Oh, that's
actually
cool.
choose the best angle and the
play
best way
features.
of building it.
This set breaks a few records. It's the biggest Lego Star Wars sets ever, and it's also the set with the biggest amount of minifigures ever. It comes with 38 minifigures.
So as a graphic designer, I'm in charge of all the decorated elements that go into the SKU. So that's things like stickers and minifigures mostly. And there were quite a few minifigures in this one. This Death Star is kind of a mashup of the New Hope Death Star and the Return of the Jedi Death Star, so there are a lot of characters that just simply need to be there. You have the Millennium Falcon crew, you have Grand Moff Tarkin and all the Imperial officers that are in the conference room with him, the Emperor and his guards, a whole contingent of different types of troopers, and then, of course, there's a bunch of staff and crew members that
Okay,
kind
cool.
of keep the battle station running. Plenty of characters are returning that have gotten fresh new designs, among them like Luke, Obi-Wan, Tarkin.
Yep, he has new
the
leg
list goes
print.
on and on.
Obi-Wan had
There
a
are
few small
also
updates
a
as well.
bunch that are special characters we've never had a chance to make before, and this was the perfect time
Like
to do
Galen
that.
Erso
The
and...
Imperial
Oh, okay.
Dignitary is a character that is really only seen on screen for a couple seconds, maybe, but I've always been very curious about him. Matteo, the element designer on this set, made a brand new hat element for him, and
cool.
I really do
That's
enjoy
really
the
cool.
kind of pop of color that he lends to the character lineup.
I'm willing to
Another
bet
one
that
of my new
he would be
favorite
reused. I'm
characters
willing to
is
bet
Galen
he'll end up being
Erso.
reused in a different set.
I have been trying to find an excuse to put him in a set for a very, very long time. He's such a cool character. And finally, we had the perfect chance with the Death Star, seeing as he was such a critical part of getting the Death Star created. and I guess technically also destroyed.
Yes, the Galen Erso minifigure, because it's not technically in the movies with the classic Death Star. That's why we've decided that he's being displayed outside of
That's the
the
same
Death
thing with
Star.
Krennic, I believe.
But again, he just needs to be there, and also he's a Danish actor, you know. So we thought that was quite fun.
My absolute favorite character in the set is one that we're actually not going to talk about in this video.
Okay.
But
Okay, I think we
you will
all know
know it
exactly
when
who
you
that
see
is.
it.
The
What I
hot
really
tub
like about
stormtrooper. We know
the Death
exactly
Star
that's
is
the
also
hot tub
the way
stormtrooper.
It's built. It's built in sections, almost like the real Death Star in the movie. But it's built in sections. It also means that you're building one compartment or room at a time.
And they
So
slide
it's
out.
making
I
it
wonder,
more
can you
manageable
slide the
build.
little builds
The
out?
workflow
Probably
is
not.
very, very important because fans have to be able to be engaged throughout the whole process. And because you have so many different rooms here, you have all the rooms that you see in both Death Stars in the movies.
It's always important to keep the building experience and the building steps clear so that everyone can understand it. I have to always think about how would I show this in a 2D view.
Oh,
When
shoot.
I go in to then start making the steps, I start from an end and I want to stay in a specific angle for as long as possible. So I start with a bag for this specific model, and there were 81 bags.
Oh, wow. It might be the most in any set
And of
ever.
course, I start from bag 1. I build up every single bag, and then I take it apart, and I build it up again, and I take it apart. And this is just to find the right flow. So this is what I do for every single bag there onwards, and that's why it actually took like, I think, 2 months before I'd finished the final steps. While we were working on the model, I think the first time we built it through, Emperor Palpatine was actually in bag, I think it was 67 or 68.
I'm sorry, guys.
So I told Caesar, wouldn't it be funny if he was in bag 66?
You know, a reference to
6-7 would have been better.
Executive Order 66 with a bit of tweaking here and there on the bags and on the elements used on each bag. I was able to put that minifigure.
That's a
in
nice
bag
reference, though.
66.
That's a nice reference.
So I hope that someone will, turn the page and see that it's bag 66, and they will be like, execute bag 66.
I would say the biggest challenge from the graphic design standpoint is just the sheer volume of details that are in the Death Star. You've got lights, you've got different switches and control panels just everywhere. Part of what my job was to go frame by frame through the movies and try and find that exact shot where the control panel
guessing
or
these will
switch or
all be
whatever that I'm
stickers,
working on
right?
is
No friends?
in
Of course
frame,
not.
not
It'll all be
obscured by
stickers.
anything, and in focus. Ultimately, that means I was watching Star Wars at work, so that's kind of fun.
The model is full with Easter eggs. Some of them are brick built, some of them are decorations or on a sticker.
Yeah, there are a ton of Easter eggs and references packed into this one, a ton on the sticker sheet. This is a sticker I like to call the Stormtrooper
Will they show us the
bulletin
sticker
board.
sheet? Like the
It's got a
thousands
bunch
of,
postings
not
that
thousands, hundreds of
might be
stickers.
relevant to any Imperial. You have some Imperial wanted posters showing some familiar rebellious faces. Here we have shooting lessons for
They shouldn't
stormtroopers.
be revealing this. Like, this is an
because
Easter
we
egg
all
you
know
should
that
discover
stormtroopers are
while building
renowned
the
for
set.
their
You shouldn't
accuracy.
be
We
seeing
also
everything
included
about the
a
set
nice little
in a
sticker
reveal
of
video.
Alderaan, and then a
Oh, that's
not so
cool.
nice
That's really
sticker
cool.
of Alderaan after certain
Oh, wow.
events unfold.
Okay, that's a
Tucked
nice
away
feature
on
right
the
there.
back of the model is a sticker that shows proper stormtrooper height. Well, now we know how tall a stormtrooper is supposed to be.
One of those Easter eggs comes from the Skywalker Saga game. And it was actually Emil that
Hot
suggested
tub
it.
stormtrooper.
The Lego games were just a big part of my childhood, and it was a big part of all of my friends' childhood as well, because we were playing these games and we were talking about it in school.
He thought that it would be so cool if in the back of the model you could have a little bit of those elements there for people that played the game.
You know those small studs that you also
really?
collect in the Lego games, like the silver, golden, blue, and purple ones? That's a cool detail that you also get in the back rooms, that you can collect a couple studs.
Are they
My
not going to talk
favorite
about
Easter
the
egg
hot tub?
is actually in the super laser area here. It's not very easy to decode and to find, so I really hope that somebody will. It will make my day.
What? Okay.
The Death Star does have a special place in Star Wars lore. It's at the center of a lot of the events that go on. Of course, the
Yep.
first movie is centered completely around the plans getting into the right hands, the destruction of the Death Star, Alderaan being blown up. It's just this massive, imposing thing that is kind of at the center of a lot of the things that fans love.
All my life I've been a Star Wars fan. I grew up with the original trilogy, so they are very dear to me.
It feels very personal, also because I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I love Star Wars, and I've watched the movies I don't know how many times, and it's just so many cool moments, and then you get to work on something that is just, you know, one of the most iconic things that's ever been in Star Wars, like the Death Star.
What's the most important for me is to think about the people that will have a good time to build that together. And I think as a kid, I would have loved to play in that.
Yeah, it's 2 years ago now since it was presented to Disney, and where we are now is just amazing. And I have to say, I seriously, I can't wait to see how the fans they react when it's being released.
They won't be happy
As
to
a
see
Star
the
Wars
reaction.
fan, I of course see this in my own home. I just need to figure out where to put it, and I think that's like every Lego fan's struggle.
I was thrilled when I was tasked to work on this one.
Oh man, yeah, I am very excited.
I just think it's such a cool thing to work on.
Må kraften være med jer.
Well, that's it. Oh wait, shoot, we got the gift with purchase. Oh dang, okay, everybody stay
We
here,
thought
stay
that
here,
it
stay
would
with the
be very
chat.
cool if you'd have another vehicle that you could place on the hangar bay. So the TIE Fighter came to mind, and if you get the gift with purchase, you will get a TIE Fighter.
Oh.
The support for the
That's
TIE Fighter
amazing.
to
That's the best
hang
TIE
on the
Fighter
hangar
Lego's
bay,
ever made.
and also
Amazing.
a few more minifigures and a few more accessories.
Oh, that's it? Okay, go ahead. That's a perfect advertisement from Lego. That's gonna get so many people to watch it, and to buy it, I mean. Alright, that's awesome. That was about a 12-minute reveal, guys. Stay here with the channel as we go ahead and take a look at the gift with purchase here. It's got officially revealed. Bunch of images to take a look at real quick. This is the digital render. This is terrible. I'm sorry. This might be one of the worst gift with purchases ever, and it's a horrible looking TIE Fighter build. Nobody's gonna have it out on display like this. If you're only able to get it with the Death Star, why are they showing it out on display like it's a separate set that you can buy? Unless they plan on re-releasing it as a $30 set, as a 4+ set even. I don't know what they're doing. So this is, we've seen this image released last night. It's what it looks like inside the Death Star. There's a little spot up there where you can place the little stand for it. It's not terrible. You get 2 stormtroopers. So if you need more stormtroopers for your collection, then it's not bad. This is the box art. Like, see, the box art for this set, this is good. I would love to see this on a normal set, not a 200-piece TIE Fighter, but on a normal set, that would be really, really awesome. Same with this. This looks good, but this does not look good. This here, I wish I can, I guess I can zoom in. Okay, sweet. This doesn't look good. Like, I mean, I guess it's meant to go with the Death Star. It's combined with 75419. But it's terrible. I really can't defend it. Lego really dropped the ball. They messed up with the design of this gift with purchase. Now let's go back here. We're gonna go ahead and find the spot where they showed the original concept for the set. This was really awesome. I really thought this was interesting.
Product.
They showed.
We
See how the
in the movie, it's on a lower level.
Let me go back here.
But the excitement.
A little bit farther back.
Concept designer.
Sweet. Okay, so this is the look at the Death Star
I built it. I think
concept art.
Boost Week.
Concept right here. This is it. This is what the Death Star originated from. Let's try to zoom in here. I cannot zoom in, unfortunately. This would have been really crazy to see. Obviously, it's the original sketch, and they actually said that the original concept was they brought it over to Disney back in 2023, 2 years ago. So it's been a while. It's been a while that this has been in development, and I don't know what to think. This is the final model. If you compare it to what the final set was with the Death Star. I'm gonna show it. No Death Star here. Anyways, the Death Star, which was the final set, compared to the original concept art for the set. I don't know what to think. What do you guys think? Which of you preferred? Obviously, this feels like they this one feels like it had way too many rooms. They kind of slimmed down on the rooms. They made the hangar really big in this one. They obviously have like the swinging area there with it just looks good. I like this far more than what this would have been. I would love to see more concepts from Lego on how sets actually got started because I would love to see where they start, how the designers like begin their work on sets because no matter what you think about this, it looks good. In my opinion, it looks really good. Just the concept for what it is not perfect. I still would have preferred a fully spherical build. I think a lot of people would too. Let's see, did this crash again? Because it crashed earlier on me when I went over. Okay, well, you guys have until October 16th, so about a month and a half, give or take, to potentially win a free Death Star. That would be crazy. I mean, that's gonna go for a lot of money, especially signed with the designers there. I'm very surprised they did not market the hot tub stormtrooper a lot. They really should have. I think it would have been a good marketing tactic. It's, it's the only figure I believe with dual molded legs in the entire set. I think somebody pointed that out. Maybe Luke has it, but I might be wrong. But the only figure with dual molded legs is the character that they're not marketing. The character that they're not talking about. That's hilarious. The ones that they're, trying to keep a secret. Yeah, but they could have kept Gale and Urso a secret. They could have kept the Imperial Dignitary a secret. No, they're gonna keep the most popular one, the one everybody is talking about, as a Easter egg reference. And then the designer did say there was some sort of reference here in the laser dish. I don't know if anybody. You guys should take a look. Let me know. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me know if you guys find the reference, for yourself. Let me know on Instagram. Let me know on YouTube. But it's a very interesting set. I like it. Not worth $1,000 in any universe. Like 800 would have been far more fair, just because of the reused minifigures. So many reuses, so many reused prints. Probably a lot of inaccuracies as with them as well. Like look at it. Look at this. I'm sorry, guys. The amount of just blank legs here. 4, 6, right here. We got 6 of them. 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, maybe 13. This is blank. This definitely should have had printing. That looks terrible. That dress piece without any printing looks horrible. But okay, yeah, I mean that's it. That's it for the set. It's been hyped for about a year. It got leaked in like December or something, January, so it's been a while. There's a lot of people talking about this online. It'll probably make, all the different media channels, IGN, maybe, Screen Rant, I don't know, all the big media channels talk about Star Wars, talk about Lego. But I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment sections of any videos that I have made. Let me know your thoughts in the chat as well. Gift with purchase is terrible. One of the worst gift with purchases. One of the worst sets Lego's ever made. Especially since, why is it a 10 plus gift with purchase if the Death Star is an 18 plus set? That might be the dumbest thing Lego has ever done. It very easily could have been because not currently available. So $35 would have been their retail price. That's ridiculous. That's horrible. Oh, okay. Well, I guess just went to offers and there's nothing there. Okay. Well, I was just looking to see um how we can get this. No, I guess we can't buy it. I would love to see Lego re-release it just to spite the people that got it and paid $1,000 for the Death Star. Um, I would love to see that just to hit those resellers with like a slap in the face. And then I was just wondering to see if they would add anything here. Well, 1.2 stars. Sheesh. Yeah, these reviews suck if you guys didn't already see. Oh, we also have this set here, the Gingerbread AT-AT. A really, really fun set. I love this. $60 is very affordable for what we're getting here. Exclusive Darth Vader. But yeah, this is a Death Star reveal. This is not a Yap Fest for any other sets. But yep, this is the concept. I would have liked to see the Millennium Falcon in here as well. I think that would have been really cool because in this one, obviously, we see the Imperial Shuttle. I don't know. Let me know what you guys would think because I think the Falcon would have been fun to see. Midi scale Falcon would not have been bad. Yeah, this concept was not it. It looked interesting. It's massive. I don't think they could have sold a set this big. I feel like they really slimmed it down with the official set. And if the laser dish would have been here, that would have been like the funniest thing I had ever seen. If Lego had put the laser dish here instead of up on the top, that would have been hilarious. Not sorry, that would have been like horrible. That would have been terrible. But I guess they kept the turrets up there the same. Is that the yeah? So
A
that's
lot of the stuff.
oh, I'm sorry. That's the 2023 Stormtroopers. So that means that yeah, this set has only been in development for a couple of years. Do you think the typewriter has printing inside? What do you mean by printing inside? I don't think there's any printing. It looks like a cheap set that Lego made in a weekend and called it a day. Um, printing. Let's see here. No printing. Doesn't appear to have any printing. This is it's a disappointment. That's for sure. A lot of people really hate this. I'm with them. It's one of the worst gift with purchases ever. Well, I already said that. Well, that's about it. Not much more I can yap about this set. I'm sure there's so many details, references I can say, but I mean, I feel like I've covered all the main stuff here. I like the display pack. I really love the fact that we got a new Krennic. I probably should have sold my 2016 one before this set got revealed. Just because now the old one's probably going to go down in price. But that's fine. I don't really collect Lego for the resale value, anyways. I like the minifig lineup, but I feel like there's a huge lack of dual molded legs and just leg printing. Um, this guy, this is a good figure. This is a really good figure, but the fact that they're not marketing him in almost anything aside from this lifestyle image is really dumb. Like, they're talking about all these Easter eggs, yeah, but show people what they're gonna get. If they show it, maybe more people would buy it. The set because he's brand new to the set. He will probably never get remade again. So yeah, it's really dumb how they're not marketing the best looking figure in the entire set. Exclusive leg and torso prints, and then probably a new face print underneath as well. I would hope so, because that would be really fun. But yeah, that's it for the set. That is it. Coming out October 4th, probably yeah, okay. So we have VIP early access on the 1st through the 3rd, so you get it a few days earlier if you're a VIP. It's free to be a VIP. There's a Screen Rant article already. That's hilarious. That's actually so funny. That is hilarious. Take the path to gift with purchases. No. No, I'm not taking a path to the gift with purchase because it is a terrible gift with purchase. And if they had made it even like Palpatine's lightsaber, I think more people would have bought it because this is useless. You get pretty much nothing exclusive. Anybody can make this with their own parts with a simple bricklink purchase. I wonder what other Easter eggs are inside. I don't know. They said there's like sticker references, yeah, but no prints. I'm willing to bet there's like no prints aside from maybe I don't even know. I don't think they threw any prints on here. There's like that's all stickers, That's one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Just like over 10 prints there. Stickers, I'm sorry. Over 10 stickers there. Yeah, at least I hope that this display plaque is going to be um, a print, hopefully. Hopefully they didn't go back to stickers on that one. But yeah, there's 6,500 insiders points. I don't know exactly how much that translates to. But that's probably what, around about $50 back, right? Because you get 5% back with Lego Insiders. So yeah, well that's about it for the set. I would love to hear your thoughts on what you guys think. It's very controversial. I like it. Overall score, I would say maybe without the price, I would give it an 8 out of 10. With the price, like a 6, maybe even a 5. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for stopping by today. Make sure to have a fantastic rest of your day, and goodbye.